Hello student, welcome back to BHS Sumathi Academy. This is your science teacher Rasmi Dikshit. So in the previous videos we have learned the chapter that is chapter 3, Adaptation in Animals. So in this chapter we have learned different types of animals based their habitat like terrestrial animals, aquatic animals, amphibians, aerial animals, arboreal animals. Okay. So in this video, we will learn different types of animals based on their adaptations for food. Means how there are so many animals which have different food habits. Means some are herbivores, some are carnivores, some are omnivores. That is means there are some animals who only eat the grass and plants, and there are some animals who eat other animals, and there are also some animals which eat both plants and animals. So we will learn one by one different types of animals based on their food habit. So first there are four types of animals classified based on their food habit. First, herbivores. Second, carnivores. Third, omnivores. And fourth is parasites. So, one by one, we will learn about each and every types of animals. So, first, we will learn about that is herbivores. Okay. So, as the cow, buffalo, deer, goat, these all are known as herbivores. Why? Because these animals only eat plants. Okay, these animals only eat plants, so that's why these animals are called as herbivores. Again, these animals only eat plants. That is why, like cow, buffalo, deer, giraffe, elephant, goat, these animals are known as herbivores. Now, if we will talk about these animals, so these animals have sharp and flat front teeth so that they can cut the leaves from the plant, and also their inner teeth are able to chew the grass. Okay, and so they have the adaptations like for the food. First, they have very sharp and flat front teeth, so with the help of these sharp teeth they can cut the leaves from the plant, and also they have inner teeth, so with the help of the inner teeth they can chew the grass. Now, if we will talk about elephant and giraffe, so all we know that giraffe. First, we will talk about the giraffe. So we all know that giraffe has very long neck. Okay, so with the help of its long neck, giraffe is able to reach the leaves of the tall plant, and so if he is able to reach the tall plant, so he can eat the leaves from the upper part of the tall plant. Now, if we will talk about the elephant, so elephant have strong teeth. Okay, first elephant have strong teeth, so which allow them to eat and twigs the sugar cane plant. Okay, all we know that how hard sugar plant is. So with the help of their strong teeth, elephants are able to twig the sugarcane plant, and they have very also giraffe and elephant have very long and strong legs, so they can travel long distance for the search of the food. So these are the quality of herbivores. Now we will talk about the carnivorous animals. So first, the animals that eat other animals, or we can say the flesh eating animals, are known as carnivorous animals. Animals like tigers, lion are known as the carnivorous. So if we will talk about the features of these animals, so first, these type of animals have very strong legs. Okay, first these type of animals have very strong leg, so they can run faster. Okay, if they can run faster, they can easily catch their prey, or they can easily catch other animals to eat. And the second feature, these type of animals have very long, pointed, curved front teeth. Okay, long, pointed, curved front teeth, and also strong grinding teeth. Both two types of teeth these animals. First, long pointed curved front teeth. Second, strong grinding teeth. So with the help of these type of teeth, they can tear and eat the flesh of the animal. They can tear with the long pointed curved front teeth and eat with the grinding teeth. Now there are some birds like uh, eagles and hawks. Okay, you can see in the pictures, these also called as a carnivores. So these birds also eat other animals, as they have very sharp beak to tear the flesh. Okay, these birds have very sharp beak, you can also see in the picture, to tear the flesh, and also they have very strong claws. Okay, that is called as talons, to catch and tear their prey. Two features these birds have. First, they have very sharp beak to tear the flesh of the animals which they have catched, and second, they have very strong claws, that is also called as a talons, to catch the prey. Okay, so these are the features of carnivora. Now next we will move on for the next type of animals, that is called as omnivorous. Okay, we have learned herbivores, carnivores, carnivorous. Now omnivorous means animals that eat both plants and animals. Animals that eat both plants and animals are called as omnivorous, like crow, cat, ant, and bear. Okay, so these are the animals which eat plants as well as the other animals or other insects. So these are called as the omnivorous. And if we will talk about the human being, so we are also in the category of omnivorous, because human all eat plants as well as the animals. So human being also in the category of omnivorous. Now we will talk about the parasites. Okay, so parasites are the animals which depend on the other animals for their food. Okay, means they directly can't get the food or can't make their food. They depend on other animals for their food. Okay, so if we will talk about the parasites, it's animals that depend on other animals for their food are called as the parasite, like leeches, lice, roundworm, tapeworm. You can see in the picture, these are the parasites. They live on the they live on the body of other animals and suck their blood from their body. Okay, first they live in the body of the other animals and suck the blood from their bodies. In this way they get the food from the other animals. And also all parasites causes diseases in their host. Okay, so these are the responsible for the diseases in the animals. So we have understood what are the parasites. The animals which live on the other animal's body for their food, these are called as a parasite, and also these are responsible for the diseases in their respective. And third, they suck the blood from the animal's body to get their food. Now we have learned different types of animals based on their habitat as well as based on their food habit. Now we will learn adaptation for protection, means how the animals protect themselves from their enemies from their surroundings. So first, if we will talk about the rabbits, uh, rats, rabbits, these are the animals which go deep into the soil. Okay, these animals like rats and rabbits goes deep into the soil to escape from the enemies like from the eagles, owls, foxes and cats. Rats and rabbits, they make their home deep into the soil so they can protect themselves from the enemies like the eagles, owls and fox. And also if we will talk about the whales and elephant and hippopotamus. Okay, hippo. So we all know that they are very big sized animals, so they protect themselves with their big size of their body from the enemies, and they are too also they are too big to be eaten by the other animals, so they can protect themselves with their very big body. Now there are also some animals. Now if we will talk, there are some animals which live in the very cold region like polar bear. If we will talk about the polar bear, we can see the first polar bear have very thick skin on their body. So this thick skin save the polar bear from the extreme cold, as well as we know the polar bear live in the cold region, and there are ices all around. So the color of the ice is also white, and the body color of the polar bear is also white. So whenever he has to escape from the enemy, he just merge himself in the ice, and the enemies are not able to see the polar bear in the ice. And also if we will talk about the chameleon, which we call also cricket. We all know the chameleon is famous for changing the color to match its surrounding. Whenever this chameleon feel the danger from the enemies, he just change the color matching with the surrounding, and this process is also called as camouflage. Okay, camouflage. And in this way, chameleon save himself from the enemies by changing the color of their body matching with the surrounding. Now there are some also animals like tigers and zebras. Tigers, we all know the body structure of tigers and zebras. On their body they have some stripes. Okay, so whenever they have to hide from the enemies, they just merge them with their surroundings, usually in long grass and plants, and they can easily save them from their enemies. Now there are some insect. First we can see that is stick insect. The why it is called as a stick insect? It is just looks like a twigs of a plant. Okay, it just look like a twig of the plant. So he merge himself, these insects just merge themselves in with the plant because they look like the twigs of the plant, and in this way they can easily save them from the enemies. And next type of that is leaf insect. You can see in the picture second leaf insect, it just look like the dried leaves of the plant. So in this way he can also easily save from the enemies. Now there are some